A developing story as we come on the air. A SWAT on scene of a barricaded person, one where police say he set fire to the house. Thanks for joining us this midday. I'm Kara Sewell. The situation all unfolding right now at a house on Delaware Avenue that's southwest of 30 and 35E. Chris Sadeghi on the scene. And Chris, we hear a woman and child are now safe.
Yes, Kara, that's what we're being told. There are still some firefighters here on the scene. The fire ripped through this home this morning, gutting it. You can see the damage to the front of the home and also to the roof. Now, this all started as a disturbance call, but escalated into a situation where both SWAT and Dallas Fire Rescue were called to the home for a man they say barricaded himself inside before setting it on fire and killing himself. The situation started around 6 in the morning when police got a call about a man threatening a woman and a child with a weapon inside the home. By the time we got to the scene, SWAT officers and fire trucks had arrived and water was being poured onto the house from a ladder high above it. Police say the man barricaded himself inside, so fighting the fire and protecting the homes around it was made more difficult by the obvious safety concerns of what was going on inside the home. Once the fire was out, we saw SWAT officers blow the front door open around 9:30 this morning, and moments later, the man's body was brought out. Police say he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and neighbors we spoke with also say they heard a gunshot before they started seeing smoke coming from the home. Now, we are told that the woman and the child that were inside the home for the disturbance did make it out. They are okay. So far, we do not have an identification on the man who died inside the home. Kara, back to you.
Thank you, Chris, for the update. And now let's talk about our extreme heat. Today, a weather impact alert day for good reason. We're talking about the heat indices, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be miserable.
Yeah, both are correct. You can check my English on this. We've dealt with this for years. Heat indexes and heat indices, you can use either. They're both accurate. These numbers are not good, that's for sure. It's like the meme. If you've ever seen the meme, in the middle of summer, you've got the sun and you've got the earth and you've got Texas in between. Why do we live in a place where we go outside and the sun hurts our skin?
There's so many other good things about it. The heat, not one of them. And we
Right.
haven't experienced this duration that we're about to enter.
This will be a long one. I mean, I would say today's an excessive heat warning. We'll show you that. That is a higher end warning. We probably get less than a handful of those a year. Heat advisory more common. So today will be a higher end day.
Okay.
Just take it carefully out there. It looks beautiful out there, a rock wall trend tower camera. But the heat index already on its way up right now. So temperature is just a light 90 degrees. It's not too bad at 11 o'clock in the morning. Kidding. A lot of spots, heat index values are pushing upper 90s right now. We'll take a look in just a second. Could be some triple digits already before lunchtime here, before noon. So we have a weather impact alert. Really just go ahead and say now through 8 o'clock. The extreme heat warning, heat advisory will go into effect at noon. Last through 8 o'clock. Heat index values as high as 112. Yikes. And you know the precautions. And stay cool. Take care of yourselves out there. In the purple is your extreme heat warning. That's Denton, Tarrant, Dallas, Collin counties, points north and east. Heat index values as high as 112. Heat index up to 108 in the orange, all of the surrounding, but I don't know about you. 108 and 112, if you asked me on my skin to tell you which one, if I could tell a difference, probably not. It's hot across the board. Just take it carefully out and about. Heat index right now, there you go. You will not see this many times a year. Here we are at 11:04 a.m. and the heat index is 101 in Dallas and Fort Worth. So I wish I had better news for you, but hey, just remember back to January when we had those days of sleet and freezing rain and the roads were undrivable and it was just brutally cold. Do you miss that, or would you rather take this? I don't know. It's a close battle between us. I know a lot of folks would prefer that. Some would prefer this. Here's where we're going. A lot better, right? So heat index value is 112, 113 this afternoon. Stay cool, take precautions. We'll have more on that 14-day forecast still coming up.
All right, Colin, so a few tips for dealing with the heat. Number one, a big one, make sure you stay hydrated by drinking non-alcoholic fluids. Think about what you wear. Light colored, looser clothing is going to help, especially if you want to try to get a run later on tonight. Beware of the signs of heat-related illness. They start off by just a little bit of nausea. Then you get a headache, dizziness, fast or weak pulse, signs you need to get out of the sun and find a cool place to sit down. Don't forget, you can find the temperatures and live radar any time of day on our streaming app. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn how to download it for free. Okay, so you're in your car, you got the windows rolled up, AC cranked. Traffic anchor Erica Lopez here for a look at the roads right now. What are we dealing with?
Yeah, not a windows down kind of a day, Kara. Right now, what we're dealing with is just a little bit of road work as you maybe need to head out this midday. Right now, 35E and Medical District, we're dealing with a little bit of that. You can see it here with a right lane closure. I do want to kind of show you what things are looking like just behind this to set the scene a little bit. Wouldn't say that it's causing any massive delays, maybe just a slight slowdown as folks are passing by. Here's what our map looks like across the area. A lot of green out here, so not a whole lot to complain about on the roadways, especially compared to the morning drive. We're just kind of showing you where we're seeing just very minor delays on the map for that stretch of road work. And very, very close by, we also have 35E and Commonwealth on the northbound side where we have a lane closure as well. So kind of opposite ends, very close to each other is what we are seeing through that area, but neither, I would say, causing massive issues. So that's going to be the best news. Checking in on the drive along I-30 in Lake Ray Hubbard here at Dow Rock as you make your way maybe into Rockwall County or Rockwall into Dallas County. We're really not seeing any daytime construction or even delays through that area, which we sometimes do at this time through that stretch. 80 this morning in Kaufman County, still moving nicely at Clements Drive. At FM 460, we're not seeing any delays out this way. And a look at our TxDOT camera for your stretch in Collin County here in Allen at Allen Drive. Really not seeing any problems out this way either. So overall, not a bad time to head out the door and run any sort of errands that you need to do. Kara.
Glad to hear it. Thank you, Erica. The president of Lebanon is in Washington today, meeting with President Donald Trump as the war with Iran intensifies across the Middle East. It has been 10 straight nights of back and forth airstrikes. ABC's Christian Cordero reports from Washington.
Today, after 10 consecutive nights of escalating tension between Iran and the U.S., a visit from a world leader caught in the crosshairs, the president of Lebanon. The U.S. brokered a framework agreement between Israel and Lebanon last month in an effort to stabilize the region after the memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran fell apart.
As you know, there's a Hezbollah problem, but we've done some things that I think the world will take notice. Again, it's been a very badly treated place and country, and we're going to have it properly treated.
In recent days, the escalation between the U.S. and Iran has led to several deaths, including those of 3 U.S. service members. The Pentagon said Private Isabella Gonzalez of Texas and First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan of Hawaii died after an Iranian attack on a U.S. base in Jordan. And today, the Pentagon shared the identity of a 3rd service member killed. 30-year-old Sergeant Michael Emmanuel Swinton of North Carolina died after the controlled detonation of an Iranian drone in Iraq. Air raid sirens echoed overnight in Jordan. Officials there say its air defense systems intercepted 6 missiles and 5 drones. And now the war appears at risk of expanding, with Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen threatening to block Saudi oil from moving across the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean, another crucial threshold for the global energy supply.
Cutting off the Red Sea would add another strain to gas prices, given traffic through the Strait of Hormuz has effectively stalled. Average gas prices in the U.S. are now more than $4 per gallon of regular, according to AAA. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
The body of 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez of Carrollton is due back in the next 24 to 36 hours. CNN reports a dignified transfer ceremony will take place at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware tomorrow. Today, attorneys will make one last pitch to convince a judge whether rap lyrics should be kept out of a Dallas artist's capital murder trial. Marquise Conway, who performs as Yella Beezy, is accused of orchestrating the murder for hire of Melvin Noble. He is a rival artist who performed as Mo 3. Prosecutors say Conway's music serves as first-person information, while the defense calls it artistic expression and not evidence of a crime. The trial could begin as soon as next month. New at midday, Dallas City Councilman Maxie Johnson just announced millions of dollars in new funding for the district, which covers Oak Cliff and parts of southern Dallas. This money is going to two places. Some of it will help homeowners make repairs they may not be able to afford on their own, and the rest is going into streets, sidewalks, and lighting in one of the city's historic neighborhoods.
Today, we right a wrong and bring much needed funding to District 4, a community that has been underfunded and overlooked for decades.
Following today's announcement, the City of Dallas Housing Department will begin confirming which homeowners qualify so things can get in motion.